We share our lives with animals. Some we live with, some we live by, others we fear, and others we pamper until they seem to become human too. The thing is that they can act as spokespeople for God as well. Now, the prophet Balaam in the book of Numbers had a donkey. And one day, the king of Moab, who is named Balak, it's going to get confusing. They both have B's in their name. But King Balak sent for Balaam, the prophet. Now, Balak was afraid of all these Israelites who were wandering in his neck of the woods looking for the promised land. And King Balak knew that Balaam was a prophet. He also believed that if the price was right, he could get Balaam to tell the Israelites, God said, go away, leave the Moabites alone. You see, the thing is that King Balak believed everybody had a price. So Balaam gets on his donkey and off he goes. And God puts an angel in his path that only the donkey can see. And the donkey stops and goes no further. And Balaam becomes very, very angry with the donkey. And the donkey says, why are you being mean to me? What have I ever done to you? In effect, the donkey reminds Balaam and all of us that we are all called to be about God's justice and God's justice love in all things and in all places, from the very lowly to the mighty. None of us has a price. All creation is precious. Now, it is in this vision that we are to be almost as stubborn as a donkey. The donkey doesn't know where Balaam is taking it any more than Balaam fully knows the plans of God. But we need to allow God to use us as God sees fit and trust that God knows where we're going on this way. May put us in difficult places, but there is a rider. The animals that sit in our laps, take over our screens, make life possible, even give us reason to fear, are spokespeople for the one who created them. They call us to remember what it means to be stewards of creation. If we abuse them, we abuse ourselves. When no fish swim in the sea, when no birds sing, when insects no longer keep the soil alive, all creation, including ourselves, will feel it. Yet we live in a world where King Balak seems to reign supreme, and everyone and everything has a price. Animals, if we but listen, tell us like the donkey, why do you devalue me? What have I ever done to you? You see, animals speak that for God, all life is beyond price. And we see this in a manger and a cross and an empty tomb. Maybe I'm naive, but to devalue a child's meal is to devalue human life. If we could only get what the donkey is saying, maybe we could get it about ourselves. You see, there is a rider with us on this journey who values each one not with a price, but is priceless. This is God's way of justice, love, and compassion, and peace and hope. So let us continue to care for the animals that we share our lives with. If we can care for them, we might even figure out how to love and value one another.